Right, guys, we are on the final episode of the Champ. Well, it's not the final episode, guys. It's only like part 1 because we're going to be doing it in a few more weeks as well. But we've got 10 more games remaining, guys. We played 30 games, 10 remaining, 25 games won, 5 losses. Now, looking at what we need, 36 is out there. Out of the picture, because obviously the maximum we can get is 35. We've got 10 games to play. We've got 2 losses, and then we can get Elite 2. That is the aim. Whether we can do it, that I don't know. I'll be happy with just Elite 3, guys, just to get into the Elite, because I didn't expect to do it. No one expected me to do it either, so it's a nice change as well. Marshall and everyone have finished now. Marshall on 33 wins. I reckon I could definitely get towards the... I reckon I can get towards Marshall. I need to anyway, because we've got a little bet on. If you guys also do want any MSP, PSN codes or cheat game codes, go and check out g2a.com, their link is down below. If we can try and hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be awesome. And guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. Skills has finished his run. Currently 97th in the world, Marshall 8th in the world, Dragon number 1 in the world. Now, we potentially could hit the top rank as well, which would be absolutely awesome. Whether we do it or not, we'll have to wait and find out. But we've got 10 games to play, guys. First things first, let's get into it and see how we do. So that's the aim. Hopefully you guys are having fun on FUT Champions. It probably is over now by the time this video does go live, but it's only around the corner, guys, to the next weekend, and I can't wait to see how people do in that one. So leave a like rating, guys, subscribe if not, and let's go and get into the 10 games, or maybe less, of FUT Champions to see how we do. So guys, here we are, the final stage of FUT Champions. 10 games remain for this week, and our first opponent comes up with Lukaku, Morales, perfect link obviously, the one to watch Embolo, Marquisio, Goretzka, Didavi, and a solid defence as well. He lofts the ball forward, missed header by my defender, and a brilliant chest and a half volley from Lukaku does send him into the lead, making it 1-0 within the 10th minute. Now with the final 10 games, guys, and what the pressure is like, just trying to aim, like you're not playing your normal self, you're trying to aim towards getting a certain way, a certain finish, and it did completely mess up my play, so I will throw that in there now. As you can see, I was letting my opponent in, I was committing with the wrong players, I was making really stupid passes and risky stuff in my own area, which did cost me, and it's just the added pressure. Now I know it's not just me who suffers with that, it's also like Nick, I think, went on a 7-game losing streak for his final games, just so we could get a decent finished place. Now, currently, we are looking like we could get Elite 2 with these games, but it's a tough ask winning every single one of them, as I think in every episode, guys, we have lost 1 or 2 games. We do equalise this game up in the 47th minute, and a brilliant finish there by NEYMAR, actually starting to get on the score sheet now. We then get a nice little counter-attack. I don't know why this guy was going for the all-out attack at this point, but he did. He lets Van Basten in, who sells the defender there, and a brilliant shot makes it 3-2. Now, I'm going to cover another thing in this video, and the reason I'm going to cover it, guys, is because it's been mentioned a lot. Now, every single FIFA, and I've done this like for a job for around 4 years now, like since FIFA 12, and obviously I've always put money into the game. Everyone puts money into the game, but and it's my choice, you know, it's my choice that I'm doing that. I'm not saying I shouldn't do it. A lot of people do FIFA different ways. A lot of people start a Road to Glory. An average FIFA player may like treat himself now and then to a splurge of like 4,000 FIFA points and put money in that way. So because of the money I inputted into the start of FIFA at this stage, I've been able to get myself a super team to play within the FUT Champions, and that's the team you are seeing on the screen, guys. And a lot of people do say it's a pay to win. Now that isn't the case. The person who won 40-40 on PlayStation, sorry, has a very bog standard, average looking Bundesliga team. But the reason he won is not because of the team, but because of the way he plays. He's a pro player. He teaches himself how to play the game. Now I've got this team. A lot of people are saying that I should definitely have finished first in the world. That isn't the case, guys. Like, I have a team because I enjoy the team. It doesn't make me better in any way at all. Granted, it may give me like 1 or 2 goals over a 5-game period, which are very lucky and could only do that with legends. But it's all about the user ability. Like, everyone's like, most people are good at FIFA. I play FIFA a lot. I'm better than your average. I wouldn't say I'm better than your average at this stage of FIFA. But the case is, and like that goal, guys, was complete AIDS. I'll tell you that one for free. This guy was very unlucky and did actually lose the game because that wonder free kick, but then terrible goalkeeping. But back to user ability. Now, I could, like, a guy who plays FIFA like 5 games a week, I could give him the team that I'm using. He would probably get completely smashed. One, because he's not learning the game mechanics within them 5 games. He's not used to the way the game evolves, the way people get used to it. And it's strange. Like, I played 40 games with this team, but we are going to get a new signing within this game as well, which will within these squads, which you will see in a sec. But just remember, guys, even though I have paid to get the FIFA points to make videos and stuff, and then obviously went and got a super team to play in FUT Champs, it takes nothing away from the players who have got cheap teams and are completely smashing it. Like, I think even Nep got completely levered with his super team compared to his like Draft to Glory team. So just always bear that in mind, guys, because even though I've got a super team, it doesn't mean that I'm going to win everything. That's more than likely not going to happen because I'm a user skill. I'm an average FIFA player. Give the team to, say, Gorilla will smash and probably go 40 and 40 with it. Give it to a player who plays 5 games and doesn't really play FIFA in a week, he's probably going to lose like 5 out of 5 games with it because he's not used to the way it plays, and he doesn't put enough practice into the game. So that's the way what I was going to talk about, guys, just so you guys did understand where I'm coming from, because I get pretty defensive about that. I'm not sure why I do either, but like, I spend a lot of time in the game getting used to the mechanics, getting used to the game, so I can help you guys get better with the game as well. That's the way the channel's always been built on. But for someone to say that you're going to get Elite 1, you got to finish first in the world because I have that team, that's just ludicrous. It's never ever going to happen, and I'll be very surprised if we ever see me finish number 1 in the world in FUT Champions. So in this game, guys, we did take a 1-0 lead. We extended the lead to 2-0, and I think there is actually becoming a new purchase. I did say, guys, that currently we've got 5 legends. I was going to go and make a change and bring someone in. I was playing these games, I think, really late night really early Sunday morning, like around 5 or 6 a.m, just getting the games in, so I could come on Sunday and have a play around. So a dominating game there, and then we push on to the final stretch of the games, guys, and I think these are going to be the final 5, I'm not sure, but we come against Coleman, a nice looking Borussia Mönchengladbach striker, Bellarabi, Muller, Renato Sanchez, Castro, Wendell, Toprak, Socrates, and Hullet picking the ball up here, slitting the ball through to Willian, who whips it in, and yet again, guys, Van Basten at the back post does make it 1-0 in the 7th minute, which is very, very early in the game. Not long after, Hullet picks the ball up using the L2 trigger, squares it over to our new signing, which is Patrick Vieira. He's in the team, and his first game, guys, does score an absolute screamer. So this was the first game on the Sunday, restarting, guys, and finishing the last 6 games off, and it's actually our man Vieira scoring a brilliant goal there, and you will have seen it on Twitter if you do follow me on Twitter. So Vieira gets the first goal for the club, and then Bale is brought on as a substitute, links the ball to obviously Hullet, and Hullet with the driven bottom corner shot there makes it 3-0, and we're just looking like we potentially could hit that Elite 2 mark. So Hullet and Bale linking up very, very nicely, and then we continue to push within the game. Bale obviously with the better stamina than his defence, able to cut on inside, nice ball through to Lewandowski, who sells him with a front fake shot and a brilliant driven shot finesse into the bottom corner, makes it 4-0 in the 69th minute. A nice 4-0 victory, guys, and does probably knock up the ELO, but we have like 5 or 4 games remaining from this session. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this FUT Champions journey. Remember, if you have, guys, leave a like rating. Massive thank you for the earlier on video today where you guys did smash the like ratings as well. That's very much appreciated, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching my progress over the weekend to see how we do. So our opponent in this game was the Boys, that was the name of his team, and Coquelin actually pops up within the 6-yard area to put it in from a second shot and make it 1-0. Brilliant finish, and last thing I did expect, but this guy's passing play was next level, very, very good. But Hullet with the wonder shot there does make it 1-0 in the 10th minute, tying it up pretty quickly. So this was a game which was end to end, mainly my end. I spent most of my time defending, but it was all down to the stupid errors where I was giving away the ball, and Jamie Vardy is a very, very good player. Del Piero as well, look at this dribbling, and a nice shot underneath the keeper there does make it 2-1. His Del Piero and Jamie Vardy were absolutely awesome. Del Piero yet again with the skills, nice ball over to Vardy, sees the square over, and the Alexis Sanchez card does get the third goal to make it 3-1. It was looking like the game was over and done with, but not long afterwards, guys, a nice through ball from Vieira to to Van Basten. A nice fake shot round the defender and a smash and grab there does make it 3-2 and sees us back into the game. It actually took us until the 45th minute to get the equaliser, and it's actually a goal from Puyol, who makes it 3-3 in the 45th minute. This game was done until extra time, where we went into penalties, and already as we do join in the penalties here, guys, we are losing on penalty shootout. Yes, penalties are not my thing, even though we have somehow managed to get the arrow up. Our opponent smashed it down the middle there with Jamie Vardy, and he basically needed to score one more, and that was game done. But Mateus, keeping his decent penalty record with me, actually. We like to go back and step back a few as well, but obviously Mateus there smashing it into the top corner, sealing the deal, but it was down to our opponent to see whether he was going to pick up the victory and walk away with a win, which he actually does there. Del Piero, guys, finishing it off, man of the match in my opinion, does win the penalty shootout. It's a shame that penalty shootouts do decide tight games, but obviously it's a decent way to do it. So we lose to Connor. He made it 3-3 and 1 on penalties, and then we move into the next game, guys. It's still looking for that one win away from Elite. Our next opponent, Giroud, Alexis Sanchez, Payet, Fellaini, Rooney, and also Ox. Then he's got a weird left back who I've never seen a person use in any team. We've got Mustafi, Smalling, and Valencia, and then the worst keeper I could ever potentially want to come up against is Jack Butland. And obviously, guys, more terrible mistakes made by me. Does see Giroud in on goal quite early on. He puts it away. Nothing I could do about that. A brilliant finish, and it got even worse, guys. A nice dummy there by Alexis Sanchez. Run straight past my defender. I don't know why I'm committing looking back at it. Go for the clear over, but Giroud's there to make it a brace. And unfortunately, guys, 2 losses in a row does see us, unfortunately, never get near Elite 2. So the best finish we can get now is Elite 3, which is still very good, actually. Like 2 stages above what I wanted, which was silver, and we're looking alright. So we've got 3 games left. I think it's 3 games left to play, and our first opponent, guys, rocks up with a nice looking La Liga team with him. 1 to watch Umtiti, 1 to watch Sanson, I think it is, Carrasco, Inaki Williams, Rakitic, Thiago, Gomez, and also I think there's Casemiro in the midfield. Bale linking up with Hullet waiting for the overlapping run. Lewandowski getting the ball back, but Neymar slipping it through to Lewandowski, who gets a nice finesse in on the 48th minute to make the game 1-0. This was a very, very tight game, and obviously coming from a 2-game loss streak, guys, it can be very, very frustrating, but thankfully not long after that, Bale gets on with a little bit of a backwards header there, but gets on, makes it 2-0, and that was how the game did finish. So 2 games remain, guys, and we are in, I think, after this game. I think it's this game where we actually did get Elite, but it might be the next, I'm not sure. I think it was this game which we actually got the Elite from. Yeah, it is. So we actually hit Elite, but I've just not put it in the clip, so apologies for that one, guys. Batshuayi, Hazard, Willian, Kante, Firmino, Toure, Luiz, Koscielny, Bellerin, Azpilicueta, a very, very solid BPL team. But Vieira, yet again, being the key to slipping the ball through to our attackers. As you can see, Kyle Walker down the wing, squares it over, nice save, but Vieira's there to get on the score sheet and get his second game already for the club, even though he's playing basically defensive midfielder when I change it to a 4-2-3-1. This time Hullet running through, chip through ball to Hullet again from Lewandowski. Brilliant finish, 2-0 in the 64th minute, and it was looking like the game was completely over. And then in the 68th, guys, as you can see, Hullet linking it through to Neymar to Lewandowski, and that was game done in the 69th. And our opponent decided to rage quit, which left us on to the 39 out of 40 done, and our 40th game, guys, was going to be against a YouTuber. But in the outro, I didn't know it was a YouTuber, and this is the first time I actually knew. And the game is against He's Rules, a Dutch YouTuber. You guys may or may not know him already. A nice looking team in Morata, Asenjo, and also Inaki Williams as a striker. He has Rafinha and Zonzi and Casemiro as his defensive, and Morata was absolutely insane, guys. Brilliant chip shot there. Probably shouldn't have brought the keeper out, but I know how dangerous them driven shots are. He makes it 1-0. We are able to go up the other end with Hullet waiting for the overlapping run, but he didn't come. Gets the ball back from Mateus, goes for a nice finesse into the far corner, makes it 1-1 in the 18th minute. Now, I think actually He's was a few ranks lower than myself, but we did match up. Morata there, yet again, it was the 1-2s which was completely devastating my defence, and you can see a prime example of it again, guys. Straight through, and Morata makes it 3-1. It was looking like we were going to lose. I was like, this was potentially the worst game we could have been given at this stage. We needed a win just to try and get into the top 100, and Hullet finally picks up the ball, guys, gets a straight run on, and is able to finesse it past simply to make it 3-2 in the 58th minute. Now, the state of my goals, some of them are good, some of them are really, really bad. This one is, I think, an alright one, actually. It's just a cross in it. We make it 3-3 in the 61st minute, and it continued like end to end, guys. Like, look at this 1-2. Boom. 2 players out, are committed somehow. Morata gets a running on goal, and a nice shot there makes it 4-3. At this point, I had given up on the game. I honestly thought I was going to get a loss, but we got a lot of luck here. Lewandowski somehow got the ball to DYBALA, and then it just completely messed up. I have no idea why Blanc decided to hit it at the goalkeeper while he's lying down, but he got a second bite of the cherry and makes it 4-4. And then in the 79th minute, guys, another cross in, as it seems to be the way forward, and it's a nice chest and finished by DYBALA. Game over, 40 games done. Let's go and have a look at the outcome of this week's FUT Champions. So, guys, that was probably the last thing that I did want for the final game of FUT Champions, guys. A game where we probably should have lost, but we have gone on and won 5-4. Morata scoring 4 goals against me, but thankfully the AIDS was in my bonus, on my way, sorry, and we do walk away as winners now. A very, very even game. His 1-2s were very, very clinical, scored a lot of goals, Morata, but thankfully we walk away as winners. Now, I have changed my club badge. That's because a lot of people are matching up against me and backing out, so we did go with the Holland, but we will remain to star, and we do remain, guys, in Elite 3, which is 2 stages higher than I wanted. So we've got 70,000 coins, 2 premium team of the week pack, and 1 players pack as well. So a pretty good reward. Now, potentially, we could be in the top 100 as well. There is still 4 hours to go, if not more, maybe 5 hours left. 4 hours. And we're not actually in. We're not actually in there either. Oh, that's disappointing. I was hoping to be in the top 100, but we are not in the top 100, which is a massive shame. So, if you guys have enjoyed this little mini series, feel free to leave a like rating as well. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And the next episode, guys, will be getting the reward packs and stuff like that. It's pretty weird how I'm not in the. How I'm not in the top. Why am I not? I don't understand why I'm not in the top one. Actually, my skill ranking must be completely down, which is a shame, really. But who knows? EA could go and vet loads of these top 100 players and kick a load out. And regional, actually, we should be in the Europe top 100 anyway. As you can see, Gorilla's third, TAS above Gorilla. Very, very high skill ratings for the top final few, guys. And if we drop down all the way to 33 or 32 wins, I think it was. If it's there, we probably should be in the UK rankings, hopefully. Bears Bates and that. Where's my skill rating? We're not even there, guys. We're not even there. Oh, 98th. Just higher than Bruce Granek. So, yeah, there's no chance of me making it into the top 100. The dream has gone. If you have enjoyed it, guys, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not. And we'll back another day with another video for you guys to enjoy.